No hat? Or hat?
Hat.
Sunsets like a tangerine. Let's find a road we've never seen. Don't waste another mile or a minute not kissing me.
Good morning, everybody. We are back.
How's that?
Yes.
Is that better?
Oh, sure. There you go.
Cheers!
Cheers. Cheers.
Love you.
Love you too.
Got to turn it on first.
So we are back. Once again, I don't know if some of you have seen our little video we put out a couple days ago. And we really appreciate all of those comments too.
Yeah.
And anyone that didn't see that video, we were just announcing that we were coming back today on Saturday. And we thanked all of you for all of your messages and comments and love and support. We really, really appreciated it. Thank you so much. And we apologize if we didn't always answer. It was kind of hard. So
I still haven't looked at emails or even comments on the initial video. I just can't do it. So, at least not yet.
yep. But they'll be there when he's ready. But I did read quite a few of them, and y'all are wonderful.
Yeah.
We gotta get back into the swing of things
We're a little
here.
rusty.
So we have our little board that gives us our our outline of what we're going to talk about. But first of all, we are camp hosting again up
Yeah.
in Truckee, California, like we did last year. We started right about this time last year, but this year we started at the very beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So we're here for the whole season.
Yeah.
And it's just been so beautiful up here.
It's gorgeous.
We love it.
When we first got here, it snowed on us almost every night.
It was awesome.
It was like just a dusting
Yeah.
to maybe a half inch to an inch, and it was gone by noon
Yeah.
the next day.
was
But
awesome.
every night for the first 2.5, 3 weeks, I'd wake up and I'd go, oh my God, it's snowing again.
Yay! I was so excited.
I feel like I'm living with a 7-year-old.
Yeah, me too. Okay, 5-year-old.
Okay.
That's better. Huh?
Yeah.
So, you had said something about you had a video in the can ready to go, and then you pulled it back.
Our pet peeve video, maybe you've already seen it because by accident, I told you we're a little rusty. It went live this morning, and it wasn't supposed to go live and get posted until next week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. And I woke up this morning, look at my phone, and there's all these comments and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell's all this from?
Uh-oh.
Oh, some idiot made a mistake.
Oh, well, it happens, right?
So anyway, we've got a double shot of Tom and Lori RV Life for you today. You get your coffee chat back, and you get a Pet Peeves video. If you haven't seen that one, go look at it.
I'm going to have to go look at it. I don't even remember
We did
what
it.
we said.
We did it back in April, actually, and it was in the can to come out the first week of May. And due to circumstances, I held everything off and just held it back. And then last week, I went in there to adjust dates and things like that, not thinking dates in my mind. Dates, I like dates. Candy would be good. Bacon. Anyway, it's live, so you get a double shot of us today.
Whoa.
My mistake.
It might be a little overwhelming for people. We've been gone for a couple months, so,
It's like boom, boom. We're back.
we are back. Some of you may know, and we have a lot of new subscribers, so some of you may not know. We're from the Reno area. I'm born and raised there, so all my family is there. And that's one of the reasons that we loved this campground to host at all
It's
summer.
a half hour away from Reno.
Yeah.
It's great.
So we've been getting to spend some wonderful time with family. Our grandson Max was in like a all-stars tournament kind of game. And
Baseball.
Baseball, yes. And so we got to go see that early on. And he also had some kind of a graduation celebration with his school. He goes to a charter school, and they had this big dinner, and it was a really fun evening.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a really fun evening. And it was just Alex's birthday, our other grandson. He
Yep.
just turned 10, and so they had a big party last weekend, and we got to go to that. And my son RJ came up, and there are these abandoned tunnels that are up here in Truckee, and we went for a hike. To me, it's a walk. It wasn't really
Yeah.
hiking, but we went
Yeah.
walking around through the tunnels, and that was really cool. And we'll probably put that up into a video, kind of like just a little compilation of everything that y'all have missed since we've been gone.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we have all kinds of other raw video that I just wasn't in the mood to try to edit. And it's just been sitting on my laptop, and like the Rhyolite videos.
Yeah, we have a lot.
We've got all
Yeah.
kinds of footage, so we're going to have all kinds of stuff coming out. It's going to be kind of spread out. We're not going to do 3 videos a week like we were. We're going to do this one every week, every Saturday. You get the Saturday Coffee Chat. And then at some point during the week, we'll upload another video for you.
Yes.
And the air show.
The air show, yeah.
We had an air show here.
We have an airport right here next to us.
Baby airport.
And every year they have an air show. And it's free for everybody, free parking, everything. There are, like you can take rides and all that. That costs, obviously.
Yeah.
But we just watched it from right here, and RJ came up for that.
Yeah.
And we just sat out here and watched the planes. I mean, we have quite a few trees. And so some of our vision was blocked for it, but we saw enough of it. It was really kind of cool. I think my favorite part of that was the glider. They took a glider really, really, really high, and then it came down. It was doing
loops.
and swirls, and
it was
all kinds
amazing.
of crazy.
I didn't know you could do that in a glider.
Nope, it was pretty cool. And of course, it had the smoke trail behind it, so you could watch it. It was fun. So not only fun stuff have we been doing, but I went and helped my brother move. He has helped move me so many times. I totally owed it to him. So I just went down for one of the days that he was doing it and helped out some. Did that, and my mom sold our family home that we'd had for 46 years, and it's where Tom and I had stored. We had kind of rented a room in the house and called it our storage room. And it was because it was climate controlled for all of our pictures and our record albums and some valuable artist plaques that Tom has. And anyway, we didn't have that anymore. So Mom and my brother and my son had moved everything into 2 storages. And we wanted to get that down to just 1.
And it was easy to do.
It was super easy, yeah. So I went and helped Mom, stayed down there with her for 2 days and on our days off, and got everything moved out of one storage and all into the cheaper one. So now we feel really good that we can empty more stuff out of Talo, because before we didn't want to, totally load up Mom's house. So now that we've got this big storage, and there's plenty of room, we're going to start.
We're going to empty this thing out. It's going to be like pulling a feather.
Yeah. We're into our 4th year on the road, and we've purged like constantly.
Yes.
And so there's still more that we can purge out of here. So we went to Costco, got some nice clear
Bins.
totes to put everything in, and have a lighter load, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
It's been busy here at the campground. They switched to a reservation system instead of first come, first served this year. And we've come up with our own system that has kind of been adopted by the ranger. But it's, a lot of people said, oh, the reservations are never going to work at this campground, blah, blah, blah. Golly, I think we've been 80 to 90% sold out almost every night.
yeah, even during the week.
The reservation system is a dream, I think.
Yeah,
It's so much nicer.
It's been great. And what's funny is some of the naysayers in the beginning and people that we talked to last year have come back and say they love it,
Yeah.
because now they know that they have a site, because not everyone is local
people coming up from the Bay Area or the Central Valley in California.
Yeah, rolling the dice.
Rolling the dice, first come, first serve. Maybe there'll be a spot, and now they're guaranteed their spot, and they really do love it.
Yeah.
And it may be a little more paperwork on our end. This one,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit,
Not much.
but it's just, to me, it seems easier and calmer,
Yeah, it is.
much more chill.
And what's nice too is the Corps of Engineers, they've made it so it's a 0-day notice. So
Yeah.
you can drive up, and if a spot is not reserved, you can get online to
Oh.
recreation.gov and reserve it right then and there
For tonight.
for that night. Well,
for that
for
night.
how many nights your site
Yeah.
is available. We've had a lot of people, they want to be here for 7 days, but one site's only available for 3 days, another
Yeah.
one for 2, and then the other one for, another one.
Hmm.
So what they'll do is they just make different reservations, and they just have to move sites.
Yeah.
And we call that an internal transfer now.
Yeah.
And so we try to get them accommodated as quickly as possible. As soon as the other guest leaves, we'll go clean the site and get them in there.
And on top of that, the weather has been fabulous here.
Man, it's been
Simply
nice.
amazing. Even now, in late July, the temperatures in the day are 80 to maybe 86, and at night, still around 40. And there are some nights, even here in July, that it's been down to 32 degrees.
It's been
And
beautiful.
I've had the furnace running.
Yeah, air conditioning during the day.
Air
furnace at
conditioning
night.
today, furnace at night. But it has been wonderful here.
Yep, been really nice. The mosquitoes, there have been more mosquitoes this year. I don't remember getting eaten as much as I did.
Yeah.
I didn't get eaten last year, and I am this year.
It was a super duper, incredibly wet, snowy winter in the Sierra and around the Lake Tahoe Basin. And Lake Tahoe is within 1/2 to 1 inch of its natural rim for the first time in 20 years. And there's still snow in the mountains here that is still melting.
There is.
And they said within the next week or two it's going to spill over its natural rim because it can only hold so much water, which is amazing. It's the first time in 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
it's just been lovely
yeah,
up here. So
been beautiful.
Bear has been having fun being
Yep.
the camp host dog. Oh, Bear.
She's
over
really,
here.
really settling in and really having fun with us. And Kaylee's
Yeah.
doing great.
Yep, knock on wood.
Anything else?
I don't think so for right now. We didn't want to overwhelm you with too long of a
Yeah.
update, so that was just a real quick.
But again, you get a double shot of us
quick.
today.
Double shot.
Or a double shot.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, I'm talking tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila and eggs.
What? Tequila and eggs?
Why not?
Oh, that was probably your 2 o'clock in the morning meal. Wash your eggs down with some tequila. I'm so glad that was BL before Lori.
Before we go, I want to say a very special, and I love you so much, happy birthday to my first son, Robbie. Today's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Robbie. I didn't look at the calendar yet
I
this
love
morning.
you, Rob. Happy birthday.
Love you too. Okay.
That's
Is that
it.
it?
That's
it. We'll talk about more stuff next week.
Yeah, we'll get you caught up. And we'll have some kind of video coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Otherwise, we'll see you next Saturday.
See ya.
See ya.
We're the original see ya. Yes, Lori's got a problem with that. See ya.
I got a problem with not having any breakfast yet.
That is a problem.
Life is short, make it sweet.
Maybe Kaylee's making it right now.
Are we walking in or are we just going to be sitting today?
Let's just be sitting.
Okay, and then we'll start it out. I'll go, no hat, hat. And that'll be the intro, and then it'll go into the music.
Okay.
No hat? Or hat?
Hat. Can't see your eyes though. Your bill is too long.
Thank you. I've been waiting to hear that for years.